Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these red velvet cookie bars. Let's begin. So to get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place your butter followed by your white sugar. I'm using granulated white sugar, followed by your light brown sugar, and beat them all together until they are light and fluffy in colour and consistency. This doesn't take too long, so don't worry. Once the right consistency has been achieved, you can then go ahead and add in your eggs and beat them in one at a time, mixing well in between each addition. You will notice that the mixture consistency does change, and this is completely normal. Once the eggs have been fully incorporated, you can then go ahead and give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. You can then go ahead and add in your red food colouring, followed by the cocoa powder and your vanilla, and then just mix all of these in until they are fully incorporated. You will notice that the mixture goes from being a rather beige colour to a much brighter red colour, and this is what you are looking for. Once you are ready, you can then give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from the sides and the bottom of the bowl, so make sure you get right to the bottom, as sometimes they don't fully incorporate. You can then go ahead and add in your plain flour. There's no raising agents, as we don't want these bars to rise while they're in the oven. Don't forget to add in your white chocolate chips, and then just mix everything together on a low speed until your dough has formed, being careful not to over mix the mixture, otherwise your dough will be tough in texture, so once it's baked it won't be pleasant. You can then give the bowl one final scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits of dry ingredients or chocolate chips that may not have been fully worked into the mixture earlier on. Then you can go ahead and grab yourself a 9-inch squared cake tin, which has been lined with some parchment paper, and add in around half of your cookie dough, and just spread that out until you have an even coverage across the whole pan. It may be a little bit difficult at first, so you may need to hold the paper down, but once you've got one or two of the corners in, it's much easier. So just take your time and spread it out as evenly and as consistently as you possibly can. Then on top of that, you can go ahead and add on some white chocolate, and I would normally use soft cheese or cream cheese, but it wouldn't really work with this recipe as it would make the cookie bars too moist. But this white chocolate spread works perfectly well and adds that sweetness and kind of creaminess that you would get from the cream cheese. Just spread that until you've got a little lip around the edge of your cookie bars. Then go ahead and just place on top the rest of the cookie dough and spread this out until you can't see the white chocolate spread underneath. So once you've got a consistent layer, you can then go ahead and place it into your preheated oven and bake it off. I will leave all the baking times, temperatures and everything else you need in the blog post, which will be linked down below, so don't forget to check that out if you are interested. So here are what the cookie bars look like. Once they are baked and out of the oven, these are still really hot. Let them cool down for around 2-3 minutes, and then you can go ahead and place a chocolate heart onto each portion. So for me, I'm going to get 9 portions in these, so I place 9 chocolate hearts, one for the centre of each portion. You can do this or you don't, it's really up to you. But to add a bit more pizzazz, I just add on some white chocolate chips, and that's just to enhance the chocolate flavour in these cookie bars. So once your cookie bars have cooled down, you can then place them in the fridge, and this will help keep them dense and make them much easier to slice up whenever you want to. So the following day, that's when I find best, so anything after 8 hours makes these so much easier to slice up. I just leave them in the fridge overnight. You can cut them up into your portions of however big or small you want, that's completely up to you. But I just cut portions and here you are. I took the centerpiece, and this will enable you to see all around it. So you'll have the 2 layers of cookie dough, well, baked cookie, piece of very much like a cookie dough, filled with the white chocolate spread and studded with white chocolate. What's not to love? But that's all today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to all my social media. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.